Good morning, friends. I am out of the garden. We just got done picking some cucumbers, and I'm going to show you another way to preserve some of your gorgeous garden to last throughout the year. We're going to do some cold pack or cold water canning of pickles. I just got some cucumbers out of the garden. We have a couple different varieties here. We have regular cucumbers and we also have some canning ones. And I'll show you how to go through that process of cold pack or cold water canning. You can use your own recipe for your pickles. I am now making the syrup that I'm going to be putting in my pickles. I'm going to add the last bit of sugar that we have and the seasonings that I had just made up. We'll get that boiling and we'll get the cans ready. So I have my cans ready for canning. As you can see, there are some different sizes to the lids. We've got our small mouth and we also have our large mouth lids. We want to make sure that our lids that we have here and our rings match up to the size that we need. The lids on the other side have like a little rubber seal there that's going to be coated, and we're going to want to get this hot so that way we can put it on the lid and help it seal to the lid. I've got my big pot of water getting ready to boil so I can sterilize the jars, so that way there is no extra bacteria that might be in the jars that might cause problems later on for us while we're storing our food. I'm going ahead and loosening up the seals on our lids. I'm putting them in some hot water just for them to get a little bit softened, so that way they will seal to the jars. I poured hot water on the jars so that way they will be sterile. I filled my jars up, and you want to leave just a little bit of room there so it doesn't boil when you go to put it in the canner, because it could blow the top off. You're going to want to make sure that your lids are completely clean around the edges of it so that there is no like residue or anything, so that way the lid will stay on there securely. You are going to want to then go ahead and put the lid on, and then you're going to want to tighten it with the ring. When we are done, we will then load up the canner. The water is hot, and as you can see, I only have 3 cans, so I lined them up so that it would be evenly balanced, their weight. We are going to then, we have it hooked up here on the edge, and then we'll go ahead and lower it down. It's already hot water, and we're going to go ahead and get that to a rolling boil. Once it starts to boil, we'll be able to set the timer for 10 minutes. We'll then pull it out, let it cool down, and listen for the pops. If it pops, then the seals are being sealed. Make sure you double check to make sure things are sealed. If not, you might need to recook them so that way you could seal them again. Thank you for enjoying this show. Let us know what you decided to can.